It took us a few years to really get our direction set and decide what we were going to do. We had all these grandiose ideas and no funding, and we had to figure out how to fund it and bring down the list of ideas to a few things that we really could work with. One of those things was a statewide scholarship program. The very first year we did it, we gave away a $500 check, and that's all that we had in our coffers. We now give away 4 $2,500 scholarships in a statewide scholarship canvassing every spring. Another great project that we put into place was a Music in the Schools program, and we've been having violinist Aaron Meyer go into schools that don't have music programs and expose kids to music, many of them for the first time. I grew up at a time, I played instruments from 4th grade on up, and it was just a natural thing. All schools had music programs when I was growing up. That's not the case today. If I had my way, one of the original things that was going through my mind when starting the Oregon Music Hall of Fame was to be able to get to a point where we could put a music program in every school in the state that didn't have a music program. I don't think we'll ever get to that point, but we're sure on that mission to try to make that happen.
If you do a poll of professional musicians that are touring the planet Earth, I did an informal poll, and about probably 95% of everybody who's doing anything, got their start in beginning band. What Oregon Music Hall of Fame is doing is helping to fundamentally change the way people think about the arts in this country. The facts is the way we're going to get through to administrators and to people who are making beginning band possible in these programs, in these scholarship programs, is by showing parents and administrators that kids who study the arts, and there's a lot of scientific data to back it up. Kids who study the arts, they have higher SAT scores, they make more money in their life, they are just generally more successful. That's kind of my message. I'm a real practical guy, so I want to get to make it a fundamental part of our society.
Great to be here, and thanks for having me a part, and let's keep raising money for the kids and keeping these music programs alive.
As from 2007 to 2014, we have now given away $35,500 to date for our scholarships.
I wasn't really interested in music until middle school, when everybody joins band in middle school. That's just a thing you do. And so my parents took me to a music store, and I tried playing a few different instruments, and I couldn't make noise on the flute, so that obviously wasn't going to be an option. And so I saw the saxophone, and it was all shiny and complicated, so I decided to choose that one.
Performing in front of people, that's a passion of mine. I just love sharing my music and my love for music with others, so every time I perform it's a aha moment. And thank you OMHOF for giving me this opportunity and the scholarship.
Inspiring young kids. I mean, that's my goal, because I'll go into a school and I may have 45 minutes and that's it, and then I leave. I may have a few days where I'm at a school with a more extensive artist in residence, but I would love to inspire kids to get excited about music, and whether they play the violin or the clarinet or the electric guitar, I want them to really learn about music, get excited about it, and pursue that and do something great with it. Working with the Oregon Music Hall of Fame has really been a great partnership. My program is housed within their organization, so between the board and myself, we can really tag team to raise money. And most of these schools that I visit, the cost is free to the school because we've raised our own money. So it's really important that the Oregon Music Hall of Fame is here. They are an organization that cares about music education in Oregon schools.
One day in 6th grade band, my band director said, I need a tuba player. and if you play tuba, you'll be in the advanced band. So I jumped on it, and I've never looked back.
I started playing at 7 years old. My mom, she had been putting me into different extracurriculars like, tennis or ballet and swimming and stuff, and try to see what fit me. But one day she found a flyer in the mail for group lessons for violin. She said, oh, why don't we try something different than sports? How about music? From there, I've always been supported by my teachers and told that I would go far with violin. So I think from that point, I really realized, wow, I can actually make something out of this.
I just love how when I just play, it just gets me in a higher emotional state and just makes me feel everything more passionately. I'm just shocked that I was lucky enough to get this scholarship and be here today.
Well, it really means that all this work I put in actually almost means something, and that people really actually care about the music. So it means like they're helping me get through school, and this whole program, it's just, I didn't think I would get noticed for anything like this just yet, and in fact people in Oregon notice just really makes me want to work harder.
I think music is very important because it combines all the different areas of study within school. You get a way to learn how history connects with math and English combines with science, and it's really cool to see them all come together. I'm going to University of Oregon, and I'm going to study music education and flute performance. I'm going to do both, and hopefully afterwards I'm going to start teaching high school band. It means a lot to me because it shows that people from all over the music community have faith in me, that I have the ability to become a teacher, and that they see my passion for music as much as I feel I have it.
I really grew into it, and I really appreciated having that connection when I was younger. I think music is really important when you're that age, or to have something to like hold on to. And it's really helped me a lot. It's gotten me through some rough times and good patches. I'm always listening for the harp in the orchestra and trying to find those like high notes and stuff. Being a stringed instrument, it takes a lot, and it takes a lot out of your hands, and I've had a lot of like wrist problems and things like that, and you just really have to work on it. You have to be like careful and like watch what you're doing and continue that ongoing practice so you stay consistent with what you're doing.
I started playing piano when I was 2 years old, just group keyboard lessons, but I guess my family knew to sign me up for that kind of stuff because my parents would give me watercolors, and instead of painting, I played drums with them. And so they kind of knew that music was kind of my calling. I would love to be a professional musician, jazz or classical, just something involved in music. Right now I'd really like to be a professional musician like my hero, Miles Davis. He was in New York and traveling all over the world all the time, just playing and recording music, and right now I don't want to do anything else.
The first instrument I played was recorder. I was really big into the recorder when I started, I think it was 3rd grade. My teacher, Dr. Gritting, she would do this thing where every time you play a song and you would master it, she would give you like a little, kind of like a karate belt, like on the end of the recorder. And so I got all the belts in a month, and I just kept getting them, and I eventually just grew out of recorder. So when I moved schools to a public school near my house, I started clarinet in 5th grade, and it kind of just all clicked in. So from then on, I started tenor sax at the end of 6th grade, and then in middle school I started bassoon halfway through 7th grade. I really like doing business. I love interacting with other people and getting stuff done, you know, whether it be at my work or through music. So I kind of want to pursue bassoon and, you know, become a great bassoonist, but at the same time widen my ranges to business or film scoring. I think it'll all start to fall in place over the years, but hopefully I can, you know, do it all.
I do want to continue serving the community. I want to give back to the community by doing a lot of recitals, especially for older populations. Like I want to go to retirement homes and continue playing solos there, so that it's just everyone just feel happy. I can give my happiness towards the flute. And I also once when I go to college in Dallas, Texas, I want to restart the orchestra I started here in Portland and keep expanding and helping other musicians achieve their potential. I would say the sign of a good teacher is a lot of love. I would say they care to you to more than just the music part of it. It's more of a personal relationship where they care about you outside of music, and they understand where you're coming from and what your goals are and what your other like external circumstances that affect your playing. So when I was going through high school, I had a lot of academics and a lot of other activities I was trying to juggle, and they really understood that. Paying for college was one of the biggest factors I looked for in finding a school. So having this scholarship gives me this extra like security, especially in this time of my life where like I don't have a lot of money. so this means like the world to me, and I'm really thankful for this organization.